In the theater of global geopolitics, a new act has begun. A steel ribbon now binds China and Iran, two ancient civilizations closer than ever. This railway is more than infrastructure. It's a bold declaration, shaking the foundations of international trade and diplomacy. As the first freight train completed its journey in late 2025, the world watched with both anticipation and apprehension. The China-Iran rail link, a key artery of Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative, challenges the existing world order and promises to redraw the maps of commerce and influence. Iran, long constrained by sanctions, now has a vital land bridge to China, bypassing vulnerable maritime routes. For Beijing, it means a more direct, resilient supply chain, less reliant on the Strait of Malacca. This project could insulate both nations from external pressures and forge a powerful new economic bloc. For the West, the railway signals a deepening partnership between two major rivals and raises questions about the effectiveness of sanctions. The dragon and the lion are forging a new path, and the world must pay close attention to where it leads. The story of the 21st century is being rewritten, one steel rail at a time. To grasp the railway's significance, we must look back at history. For over 2 millennia, China and Persia were linked by the legendary Silk Road, a vast network of trade and cultural exchange. Along these routes, goods, ideas, and religions flowed, shaping societies from Xi'an to Rome. The Silk Road cities, Samarkand, Bukhara, Merv, became centers of learning and commerce. But the rise of European maritime empires shifted global trade to the seas, and the land routes faded. Today, China's new Silk Road deliberately invokes this glorious past, framing the project as a revival of historic ties. It's a message that resonates deeply, suggesting a return to an era when Asian civilizations were central to global affairs. This narrative helps legitimize the project, casting it as a shared destiny for Eurasia. The Silk Road is being reimagined, not as nostalgia, but as a blueprint for the future. Turning history into reality took decades of planning and diplomacy. The Belt and Road Initiative, launched in 2013, gave China the strategic impetus and financial muscle to build this new Iron Silk Road. The China-Iran link is a cornerstone of this vision, pieced together through new construction and upgraded tracks across multiple countries. The route starts in Urumqi, crosses Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and enters Iran at Sarax, connecting to Tehran and the Persian Gulf. For China, it diversifies trade routes and secures energy supplies. For Iran, it's a lifeline to bypass sanctions. Central Asian republics become crucial transit hubs, transforming their economic geography. The project involves tens of billions in Chinese investment and complex negotiations over standards and financing. Chinese engineering firms have tackled challenging terrain and diplomatic hurdles. The result, a decade of persistent effort culminating in a new artery of Eurasian trade. The Iron Silk Road is now a reality. In October 2025, the first official freight train departed Urumqi, marking a historic milestone. The Trans-Eurasia Express carried Chinese goods across 4 borders, testing the logistical chain. After 14 days and 5,000 kilometers, it arrived in Tehran to great fanfare. Iranian officials hailed it as a victory against isolation. This is not just a train, but a bridge to a shared future. Eastbound trains carry Iranian petrochemicals and agricultural goods, westbound Chinese manufactured products. The line is projected to transport millions of tons annually, with plans to expand capacity. More than a logistical feat, the journey was political theater, a clear signal of the Belt and Road's progress. "Where others build walls, we build bridges," declared a Chinese official. Regular scheduled services are now transforming vision into routine reality. The China-Iran rail link is redrawing Eurasia's geopolitical map. It cements a strategic axis between Beijing and Tehran, rooted in opposition to a US-led order. For Iran, the railway is an economic and psychological shield against Western pressure, reducing the leverage of sanctions. For the US and Europe, it's a strategic challenge, undermining decades of containment policy. Central Asian nations gain leverage as essential transit corridors, but must balance ties with China, Russia, and the West. There are risks, debt, sovereignty, and the potential for overdependence on China. Russia, meanwhile, sees both opportunity and threat. A more connected Eurasia aligns with its goals. But China's growing influence in Central Asia is a concern. The railway creates a new front in great power competition. Cooperation and rivalry now coexist along these steel tracks. The balance of power in Eurasia is shifting fast. The economic impact of the China-Iran rail link is transformative. The railway offers a faster alternative to sea freight, 2 weeks by train versus up to 45 days by ship. This speed is crucial for time-sensitive goods and creates a new premium logistics market. China gains a secure, land-based route for Iranian energy, reducing vulnerability to maritime choke points. The railway catalyzes industrial growth along its corridor, spurring jobs and investment in Iran and Central Asia. However, risks remain, debt burdens for transit countries, and the danger of imbalanced trade favoring Chinese exports. Policymakers must manage these challenges to ensure sustainable growth. The project is about more than moving goods. It's about activating the economic potential of an entire region. The stakes are high and the rewards and risks are shared. Beyond strategy and economics, the railway is a story about people. Thousands of jobs have been created in construction, logistics, and operations, especially in remote areas. New employment ecosystems are emerging. Railway operators, customs officials, warehouse managers, and more. Isolated towns are being transformed by investment, infrastructure, and new opportunities. But rapid development brings challenges, strains on resources, cultural tensions, and environmental concerns. Ensuring equitable benefits and managing negative impacts is critical for governments. The railway also drives demand for education and skills, prompting new training programs and university courses. Building human capital may be the project's most lasting legacy. The Iron Silk Road is shaping not just economies, but lives and futures. For deeper insight, we turn to Dr. Arash Kamali, Senior Fellow at the Eurasian Strategy Institute. Dr. Kamali. This railway is the physical manifestation of a multipolar world. For a century, sea lanes defined global trade. Now, land routes are rising. The true value, he says, is resilience. It's a network, not just a line. If one border closes, traffic can reroute. It insulates trade from maritime flashpoints. Operational complexity is a challenge. Coordinating customs and standards across countries is tough. Security risks and debt concerns for smaller nations are real. Yet, Dr. Kamali believes the project's momentum is unstoppable. The political will is ironclad, and the economic logic is compelling. He urges the West to engage, not just oppose. European companies could tap into this network. Ignoring it isn't a viable strategy. The Iron Silk Road is here to stay. It will fundamentally reshape business across Eurasia. The world must adapt to this new reality. The future of trade is being written in steel. The China-Iran Railway's inaugural journey is just the beginning. The focus now is on optimizing efficiency, harmonizing standards, and building the soft infrastructure of modern trade. Expansion is already underway. New feeder lines, new connections, a web of corridors linking China to Iran, Turkey, and Europe. Each new link solidifies a new economic geography centered on the East. This demands our attention and engagement. The world is in motion, and old maps are being redrawn. The rise of new powers and alliances has real consequences for economies, security, and the environment. Understanding these shifts is essential for navigating the 21st century. We must ask hard questions about debt, sovereignty, and sustainability while recognizing the potential for development and cooperation. The story of the China-Iran Railway is the story of our changing world, ambition, power, and the drive to connect. The road ahead is long, and it is being paved with steel.